Hello, and welcome back to another episode of FutonTalks. I'm your host, Nick Chintas, with your co-host, Lucas Yosway.
How you doing?
And joining us again today, might as well be our co-host, is Keyshawn.
Hey guys.
So to set one thing clear right off the bat is we referenced our past podcast to being our third podcast, referencing a lost episode we never uploaded. But technically this is our third upload, so this is episode 3. To set it straight right away. I guess a couple things. The first thing we wanted to talk about really would just be what we all do together most of the time since we're apart is play video games. Yeah.
Video games.
Play some games over video.
Video of games that game videos.
Yes.
With our consoles.
I don't know. What game did you want to tackle first?
Madden? I'm just kidding.
Madden.
Yeah, no. Fucking Battlefield 1 has been like the hype.
For sure.
Yeah, Keyshawn, you grinded that shit the other day. What's the scoop?
So far, my assault class is at level 6. Almost pushing to level 7.
Jeez.
I know. I'm like, have most of all my guns already set. Like, I'm really trying to get the, the Hellringle? That's what it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
So far, it's like my major goal right now.
I hear that. Nick, you play that game, yeah?
I do play that game on occasion. Yeah, I mean it's pretty fun. I got it like right when it first came out and didn't play it a lot until I don't know. Till I was playing with you guys, till my family got a PS4. And then we got it for PS4. So I'm far behind everybody for sure.
Right.
In unlocking everything, but
you're gonna have to buy a new one and then start again.
Yeah, when I move away.
Yes.
Yeah, so that'll be a
royal cancer.
A fun time. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's fun. I like running around throwing med packs at everybody. That's my favorite thing to do.
He's like the, what is it called? The movie. What's it called? You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about. I don't know.
You do? Oh, it's
yeah.
It's the guy who doesn't like to fight.
Yeah, he's a medic.
Saving everybody. The Hacksaw Ridge.
Yeah.
Hacksaw.
That's me.
Hacksaw Ridge.
If it was as simple as running around throwing bags at everybody, yeah,
I'm sure he'd be a lot. I'm sure everyone would be a hero.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a ribbon.
If I don't make that highlight screen with at least 100 heals, then I haven't done my job.
Oh yeah. That game's all right. And then there's Rainbow Six. We all play.
I think that's the main. Even though we haven't played it in a minute.
We originally made the SEAL Team 6 V2 because of that. So yeah, I agree.
No, yeah, for sure. Definitely the funnest game to play together, I think. But I don't know. Hopping into ranked can really ruin your night if it goes bad.
Managed to we went from casual, just murking kids, and then rolled into ranked and literally got our shit pushed in. Like I don't think we've won a ranked round. Not a match, but I don't think we won a single round. We've gone.
I don't know how we keep matching up against these people
Right.
that
Well,
are
we're not
clearly
gonna.
superior to us.
We're not even ranked.
We're
So it's
not.
like pure. It's like a casual match,
Yeah,
basically.
it's like ranking us against like just random people. So why is it ranking us against plats? I don't know.
I don't know. We're over here in fucking water 6.
Wood 5.
Fuck. Cardboard.
Just so out of the picture of ranked, it's not even funny.
Yeah. What do you? What's your guys' main? No.
Well, again, like I said, it's the PS4 and I have to fucking start everything over. So I don't really have any of them fancy DLCs yet, but um when I did, I liked to run Mira a lot for whatever reason. I think mainly just for the gun.
I was gonna say her laser beam.
Yeah, her laser beam, and then I like Jackal's gun on offense.
Jackal's gun is fucking nice.
But yeah,
Keyshawn, you run Leon and pretty much everyone else, right? You're pretty overall.
pretty versatile.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to everybody else. I really love Buck though too, though. I got admit.
No, yeah, Buck is Buck. He's honestly not even like he has no ability, just the shotgun that opens up doors and shit. But like, he's completely normal. He's just got a very nice weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Good
And
one.
then who else is like that? I feel like, I mean, people use Jackal for his gun, but like his ability still is like useful though. Like he
Mhm.
can still track the
Yeah, it's
defense.
not just an underbarrel attachment.
Right, you know, and that doesn't even like I can't even kill kids with that thing. Like I have to sprint up to their face and then just tell them not to move and then shoot them.
Well, I mean it's pretty much only good for taking out barriers in like one shot, but
Right.
um yeah, I don't know. I mean that game's I think I definitely have the most fun when we play together. Laugh the most when we play that game just
No,
'cause-
we get those taps. They're just back
Yeah.
and forth
yeah.
and constant. We all constantly mess up and it's funny, but that's how that goes.
What do you like to main? I mean, I kind of know what you like to main, but what do you like to main?
Oh, thank you for asking. I main um probably what do I main on defense? I know you main Cap Can on defense. I just
Yeah.
Jaeger.
Yeah, you
What
main,
do I play?
You main the Jaeger, or who else would you play?
I feel like I'm pretty rounded. I could play Mute, Jaeger, Cap Can.
I'd definitely say you, like, obviously when I'm playing, you don't really run Capcan because I run Capcan almost all the time.
Right.
But you either run Mute or Jaeger.
Right.
I
I
think.
like to get the gadgets.
Yeah. Yeah. That's your thing.
And then offense was I'll run Montag. No. I'll play honestly I play Tachanka defense. Actually, no. Offense is honestly Jackal or Buck, of which I just harped on, but Buck or Jackal, and I forgot who else. I don't play anyone else. That's about it, honestly.
Yeah. And
So like,
last opinions here for Rainbow Six Siege is the new operators,
who are they?
Clash and Maverick.
Oh, jeez, the transvestite.
Yeah, that
The
one.
transvestite with the shield to
Yeah.
shield out the haters, and then the other person. What does that other guy do?
He like
cuts through the walls.
yeah, he has the blowtorch
Oh.
thing.
Maverick.
I like Maverick a lot, like, and he's
You
balanced.
can't hear that, so you can't hear him like.
Yeah. Well, it's like a
Oh.
silent therm. I mean, you can't go through his holes unless he uses like all 4 of his torches. But like
Not even that though, because you can do a circle.
that's
You
what
can-
that's what I'm saying. You just have to use more of his torches to get through
Yeah.
than it would take
Yes.
for like a thermite charge or something. But it's
First thing I
silent
think of, though.
mainly.
The first thing I think of is just doing like a big X and then kicking out the bottom.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Uh-huh.
That's the first thing I think of if I had. But I mean, it's very impractical. But I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah. But then Clash is just cancer.
No, I hate Clash.
It's
It,
so
I
hard
don't
to
even know
deal
what
with.
to call it. I think it's a chick.
It.
It's a dude. I'm just gonna say It
Yeah.
sucks.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Um,
What's another game we play? We
um,
play.
I mean, I guess there's always Fortnite,
Jesus.
which is the F word, the big
Jesus.
F word.
No, yeah, I'm cheeks at that, so I have like fucking nothing to say. Honestly, I'm so fucking bad.
I will say that I am the worst console player there is, but that's why I always play it. That's why I always play on my computer, because I just cannot play on console to save my life.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay.
But yeah, I mean, there's not really much to say about it. I guess it's just
It's gone. What about the? What would you say about the arc of the game since it's come out?
I definitely like I think of like playing when it first came out, and I think it's like insane as to where it is now.
True.
To where like you have to individually pick up your ammo off the ground and shit like that, like so chunky, and just like everything's ass. Gold Scar headshot does 94 damage. It's just like insane how far it's come to like balanced, and there's fucking stones that turn you into ghosts, and
The new quad launcher.
yeah, that launcher. But yeah, it's been pretty cool. I like me personally, I like the lore of games a lot, like following the story of this, which is also why I like the like PvE game mode. I haven't played that in a while, but I don't know. I like following the lore of games, so I think it's cool how they're like making the map change and stuff like that. And it's like I think they're definitely above like any other game developer, just because they literally come up with a patch every week ever since the game launched. So it's just
That
like
is crazy.
yeah, it's pretty insane. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not much to be said about it. Just
I have a question, separate from all of this.
yeah.
What word do you think is the most overused? Give me a top 3 word bank right now. I don't know. I was thinking about this when you said that, because you said insane.
Insane.
You're like, yeah, it's insane. I was like, insane is like a crazy word.
Yeah.
Like, I've gone insane. Like that would, in like the medieval days, like everyone like stops what they're doing and is like, is he serious?
Yeah.
But nowadays it's like, no, dude, that's fucking insane.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, fuck yeah, it is. Like, we'd be like,
yeah.
so I'm just saying, give me a word bank of 3 words you just feel like people don't truly know the meaning of.
Yeah.
I mean, Louis talked about
yeah,
this.
Louis did
So
that. I see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, obviously there's words like awesome, like you're in awe. But like people use it all the time as in like, oh man, that's awesome. And it's like, well, is it really though? Like,
is it?
I don't know. Is somebody like, I don't know, whatever. They went and got the mail
Like,
for you, and you're like, oh, that's
I
awesome.
hear the word awesome a lot more than I'll hear like phenomenal. And phenomenal is where it should be. I mean, I feel like awesome is like right with it, but we think of phenomenal as like a more like top tier word.
Well, just
because awesome.
now it's like used more rarely, just because awesome's taken its place. Phenomenal.
So the question is like, at what point are we gonna like say awesome, and then phenomenal becomes the new awesome? That's gonna be some top tier.
Or another
shit.
word. Just
be having to like, we're gonna have to be like fucking doing backflips off of fucking crazy shit, and everyone's gonna be like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Or everybody just gets less impressed as the years go on, just because the word choice they use is just
that, and just like think about the sheer actions, like of what people are doing. Like what hasn't been done? A lot of things, but there is a finite amount of things to do. I've an infinite amount of actions, like a quad backflip, and then 5 backflips, 6 backflips. Like, you can only do flips. Like, you couldn't do infinity backflips. I don't think you could do 1,000 backflips. I don't know. There's like a finite amount of things that people can do that are impressive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the question is like, oh, I've seen this guy. He throws the ping pong ball off the roof and it makes it into the cup.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
Swipe.
like look at
Swipe.
look at channels like Dude Perfect. Like
Right.
you
He's really taking up all the cool ones too.
Yeah. Well, and
Right.
then you just like watch his current videos and you're like, what are they gonna do? Miss the shot? Like,
Right.
like they spoil it themselves. They know they're gonna make the shot, but and they're like, this is called the oh well you're gonna make that shot. I don't know I don't care what it's called. I see I see that there's a hoop 50 feet below you off the stadium. I know you're not gonna show me you whiffing it. You're gonna make the shot, and I'm not gonna be amazed because I'm waiting. I'm sitting here waiting for you to make the shot, and I will be. I'll be severely disappointed if I clicked on this video and you missed. So
He's just it was close though.
it
Thanks for
was
tuning in.
Yeah,
Awesome. Just give it a like, thumbs up, and subscribe to me
Awesome
missing it
clickbait.
almost making shots.
Still gets like 75-30 likes to dislikes. You're like, how? How is this a positive rating?
But yeah, no, it's I don't know.
I mean, you think about that. Like, I feel like we're only like 80 years, and like we will have done a lot of things that have been done. Like, how much faster can humans be? I don't know, but it's finite. I can tell you that. We
Yeah.
can't run a mile. Like people are doing. I just heard this from like a teacher or some shit.
Mhm.
And yeah, like the 4-minute mile, people are doing it in like 4:40, like 3:45.
Hmm.
I think was like the lowest time that I heard. Like
Yeah.
literally a 3-minute 45-second mile, which is absolutely insane. That's a
Yeah.
full. That's like almost faster than my full sprint
Mhm.
for an entire for 4 track,
Yeah.
and that's insanity. I would like to see that because it would only be
Yeah.
a fucking 3-minute video, but like.
Yeah.
I
Just a
I would like to see
30-second
that.
intro and outro. You got that 5-minute video. I can watch that.
Right, yeah. But I don't know, like how much faster can you run a mile? I don't know. I really doubt you can do it in 2 minutes because I don't even think I don't think anyone's athletic and tall enough to have a stride length.
I don't
that
even.
could,
Yeah,
mathematically.
I don't even
get
think
you
you.
around the track
I don't
that
even think
fast.
you could straight up sprint a 30-second quarter mile. That sounds like impossible. Like
30-second quarter mile. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that'd be really fast.
Then you just be like, "Hey, Tyrone, can you run down to the store real quick and get me something?" And he can run down. It's half a mile away, and his mile time is fucking 2 minutes. So it's back in 2 minutes with chocolate milk.
With chocolate, fucking Nesquik milk.
Don't even need cars in the future. You just have enhancements.
You just have Tyrone. That's what you have. Just him singular. Multi-clone.
Well,
Oh,
yeah, he's just an android. Everybody will have their Tyrone android that can run a 2-minute mile.
Now we're just talking robots.
Yeah, now we're just in a
I know.
we just
Now we're just talking about fucking robots.
started from words.
Words into robots.
I mean, I'm down to get into this topic if you want a little bit.
No, let's go. Keep going. It's
Okay.
natural.
But yeah, I mean,
Robots.
yeah, AI.
AI. That's been a current event going on.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's been going on. But
I feel like because the self-driving cars, and then they got the annoyed-looking motherfuckers that are gonna be like, no, I'm scared of that shit. Because imagine when they release like, all right, releasing our first test, humanoid into the public center, and then like it's just like a 10-minute video, and like the executive director of the project and like whatever are narrating this, and it's like walking around with the wig on, greeting people and talking
Yeah.
and trying
at
to
the
like
front
understand
door of the store or something, just
Right,
giving
yeah,
them
and it's-
handshakes and
Yeah, and it's just like at a kind of shitty part of town, and
yeah.
it's just like picking up a handmade something, and it's
Yeah.
looking at it, and it's just trying to, and then you see here it's trying to understand the culture.
Yeah.
Just a fucking beat face Chinese lady sitting there like, why is this thing touching my stuff? That takes honestly hours to make. At any point, it can just tear it in
Oh,
half.
it just smashed one. Okay.
Dropped it on the floor. It did that
Is
because
it
it
gonna
doesn't
pay
have
for
its
that?
clamps in right
Wait,
now.
no, it doesn't have any
It
currency.
doesn't know what things are,
It doesn't know how to
honestly.
pay for that.
But like honestly, like that's the scenario, right? It's gonna release. They're gonna release them into the, and then like one
Yeah.
day, one of us, realistically, is gonna run into one, and we're not gonna know it's a humanoid robot.
Yeah.
I keep saying robot, but like a humanoid robot,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna have a genuine conversation with it because it's gonna be asking, like where the bus is,
Yeah.
and we're gonna like, yeah, it's
Oh, we're
over
gonna be
there,
like
and then
right
we're like,
over
thank
there.
you,
And
no, thank you,
then they have to get in
yeah.
the back because that's where the androids sit.
God.
In the back.
But yeah, like he turns around and you then you see like its chip in the back of your neck,
Yeah,
and you're like,
oh god,
I just got fooled.
I was flirting with that
That was I flirted with that thing. So
I thought I
I'm
had a
just,
genuine connection.
I thought I had a connection.
She gave me a
Love
number.
at first
It's
sight.
all ones and zeros, so I
I
guess
was
I
gonna
should have
say,
saw it coming.
ones and zeros are just turning me on at this point. Makes you really rethink your life. But yeah, that AI shit, man. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Like, I suppose I'm open to it. I don't know. Like, I feel like you kind of have to be. It's just gonna happen eventually.
I was gonna say,
It's
you can't be like, hey man, don't. And
no,
then the president of the project goes,
Oh,
hey,
okay.
all right,
This guy.
just called it off.
Yeah, this guy doesn't really like it. Let's shut it down.
Let's shut it down.
Shut it down.
We just said that the other day. What was that?
Shut it down. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I guess the question is how far is it gonna go? I guess before it like just takes us over completely. Like, I don't know. Are we gonna have all of our own AI servants? Is that gonna be something that like does it go that far, or is it
What
gonna
movie
be?
was that? That was a movie. Like you had like your personal android in your house.
Well, there's like, have you seen any gameplay or like the premise of Detroit Become Human?
No.
Oh, I see that one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's one of those like choose your own adventure kind of games, so it looks fun to play. But I mean, it's about androids. You play as like three different androids, and like I don't know. Basically, there's like one of the characters you play as becomes like the head of the android revolution, and I don't know. It's basically them fighting for rights, but like I guess that's a question too. Is like if it gets to that point, are we gonna give them rights?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
Well, like rights versus like.
Well,
they
like
have-
more like, cause like I that reference that I made, they have to get in the back of the bus. Obviously, that's a joke about black people, but like it's also in Detroit Become Human, they have to get in the back of the bus. Like,
Well,
I
like
don't
they're
know.
humanoid, so they're not human. They don't have a conscience. They have like a processor. Like I don't know. I feel like rights have to do with like it feels. So oh my Jesus. So then yeah, hold on, because they would feel to make them
Yeah.
more human. They have to feel guilt, empathy,
Mhm.
sad, fear, anxiety.
Yeah.
So like that makes it more human, and so I feel like a lot of people like you couldn't just start slapping one.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
You know?
I mean,
Well, that's kind of what
You can
happens in the
just start-
game, though.
yeah.
People
Well,
just
well,
start
people
disrespecting them like
people don't like them because obviously they're taking jobs, and why wouldn't you get an android to do a job for free? So much better than a person would working minimum wage, like kind of thing.
Right.
Like,
At that point, do you fix the way we pay for things?
I get. Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't know. I guess that could be true,
Right?
but I don't
mean,
know.
Like, how would you like if to release that anger on them? Like you said, the reason is you're taking my job because I cannot physically I can't pay for things. I can't pay for things.
Yeah.
So like if you made money a different like medium,
Yeah.
you know, you put a different value on it or like something like that, I feel like then you wouldn't have that big of an issue, and then people would be supporting this android thing
Yeah.
Or maybe you get the androids to do, you know, a lot of grunt work.
Mhm.
So sewer systems, you know,
Yeah. Well, but I mean,
garbage
that's
things
still.
that nobody really wants to do, but those are
But
jobs. Like,
there's still
is that what you're
jobs.
saying?
Yeah, and there were
Yeah,
like I don't know, like even stuff like cashiers or something.
yeah,
Like
that's
there's already
definitely a
self
job.
checkout. There's stuff like that. Like I don't know,
Right.
things like that, and then I don't know, any factory worker just is gone. I don't know. Just I
That's
mean, there
true.
is stuff like that. Obviously, people don't want to work those jobs, but I mean, if that's the only job you can get, then like you kind of just
Gotta
lose your
make the
job
money.
without any choice. But um, I don't
I feel
know.
like once you start bringing in androids like that, though, we're talking about if we're talking in terms of jobs, once you start bringing in androids, then um, it definitely like begs the question about, well, technically a robot could do um, an invest job better than a human could, because
Yeah,
they could actually compute, you know, statistics
like real
within
time.
seconds,
Yeah,
right?
Right.
And then um, make the right kind of calculation for it.
yeah,
So it's like, what else could they do better? Could they estimate the price of a house? Could they sell you
yeah,
a house? Could they learn your customer service so well
yeah,
through, like, you know, X amount of software updates? Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
implement all techniques ever known about customer service or
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah.
realtor.
Another thing like in the Detroit Become Human game is like when one of your characters is getting bought or like she's actually at a store and she's getting repaired. Um the salesman in the Android store is an android. Like he's selling the
He's a
androids.
black slave trader.
Yeah, basically. No, I mean he's just programmed to work the shop, so it's just like
He's just things to sell.
yeah, he just yes.
Again, a black slave trader.
Just programmed.
No,
Um,
go ahead.
but yeah, I mean, I don't know. They could be programmed to do anything. Like one of your main characters is like a detective. Like to like I don't know. Like he has to analyze crime scenes. And he can obviously do that better than anybody because they don't have to take it back to a lab. He just fucking does it himself.
Right, he just puts it on his finger and like a little tray comes out and it tests the blood or some shit.
Yeah. And then yeah, I mean stuff like that, and like obviously he can read like stress levels and shit like that. So it's just like
Wow. So then I'm asking them, like, do you ever put androids to work?
what do
Because
you mean?
I feel like that's how problems happen. Like,
Oh,
you
like
could get,
if you
like
ever
you
do
were
that.
saying earlier, you could
Yeah.
get an android to do any job better than
Yeah.
any human and do it flawlessly.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, but not
would
even.
you ever put them in work so you don't even beg the question and prompt that idea, or do you keep them in your house? Do you keep them
Well,
stupid? What do you do?
I mean, this is probably the same question that was being asked, like when the assembly line was being created. Like, oh, this machine can do the job of somebody, but do it 100 times quicker. Do we want to put it
Perfect.
in? Yeah, of course we do. This is great for my business. Sucks for that person who just got fired, but my company is skyrocketing because I can produce these cars way faster because I have robots doing it.
Right.
Or like already, like I said, like self checkouts and stuff like that. Less people to hire is semi quicker if you aren't doing a huge shopping trip or whatever. Um, but yeah, I mean, there's already like stuff like that, and like those were questions that they were asking back then. Like, do we want to put this technology in? As a corporation, like a CEO, all you see is yes, this machine is gonna make me more money.
Mm.
So it might be hard to be like, hey, you're putting an android in who could just like at any moment go ape shit or something. I don't know.
Right.
Or is taking the jobs of 10 people. I don't know. Because they're just like, well, I don't have to pay. I'm not paying those people anymore, and I'm making more profit. So what? It's a win-win
Right.
for me as a CEO.
I don't know. I just think that if I think not putting androids in in the world, because like in a way that prompts the world, and what I mean that is like it lets people, it like lets them know, it prompting them that, hey, look, we have the technology to put you and your family on the streets. Like we have technology to do your job better. So like, I don't know, I feel like that would strike fear into a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like that would, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just the sheer, just the like, just the demo video of it. You know what I mean? Just the
Yeah.
showcase of like this new robot
Yeah.
flipping patties. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's terrifying to a lot of people. Even like,
Yeah.
kid trying to become a chef. You know what I
Mhm.
mean?
Mhm.
Like generations, like
Well,
blah blah blah. So I
yeah.
just mean, do you even bring it into the world? Yeah, and
Yeah.
invest in like in a businessman's head. Yes, you
Mhm.
definitely do because it's money.
Mhm.
Like for the sake of humanity, like we're supposed to do things. Like
Yeah.
we're not programmed to do things, but like we're not programmed to work, but we're programmed, like I feel like biologically, to do something.
Mhm.
To like you have to like I have there has to be an end goal. Like I
Yeah.
can't just mindlessly do nothing. We go insane that way.
Mhm.
So like again, like do you even bring it up? I don't think it'd be a good idea to even bring it. I think for like social reasons, I don't know. I just don't think technology in some way should be even presented to the world as an
Yeah.
option.
Well,
Like
yeah.
let it be known, maybe like develop it in a lab, pitch it to some person, and then be like that. But that person morally has to think about that. No,
Yeah.
does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, you see,
Because I'm sure we could do a lot of things, but somebody's got to draw the line. Like,
yeah.
no, we can't show them that.
Yeah, you see the videos of like the AI robots doing like backflips or something,
Yeah,
and it just looks like awful, like terrible,
yeah,
like quality. Like I mean, obviously, nobody, no average person could design a robot that could just do a backflip. So I mean, me criticizing it is not fair. But like you said, like it's kind of terrifying to think like there's gonna be this AI robot that can like flip patties or like I don't know, be like an automated cashier or something at like a grocery store that like
right.
is actually there like animated and doing stuff and like swiping your groceries or like scanning it with his eyeballs or something. Like I don't know, like that's just like I don't know, it's weird to see and like obviously I don't know. And then I don't know, there's like you said like there's the kids that grow up just that's their life. Like that's normal. Like having
Yeah,
a robot walk around amongst them or something.
right.
And
That
that's just
changes.
like yeah, that's just weird. And then there's stuff like I don't know. All like even our phones or something like stuff that like we don't really know how it works like that
Right.
well. Like an average person wouldn't really know how their phone would work or how to repair it if it like got really damaged or anything like that. And like that's the thing like if you have a robot in a fast food place flipping burgers and like putting orders up and stuff and it like malfunctions, there's not going to be some fry cook back there that knows how to fix the robot or like I don't know, like repair it on the spot or whatever. So it's kind of just like the farther our technology goes, the more like everybody needs to be
Behind we be
educated about.
almost.
Yeah, everybody needs to be because then that's why like AI could take over is because like people wouldn't really understand it and stuff like
That's
that just
true.
because
The
it's like
majority of the population, you're saying, yeah, wouldn't know how to like counter, not even like like in like fighting, like to counter it in like yeah, like they wouldn't know how to come back with something,
yeah.
at
Mm-hmm.
all in
Mm-hmm.
any like circumstance.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't think of that either. Like, yeah, because I don't know how my phone gets cellular data,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know. Yeah, like what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like how does it make a phone call when it talks to the satellite, talks down to the phone that I'm trying to
Yeah.
communicate with?
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
How does that shit work? Okay, so I don't know. So then it's kind of like a knowledge is power. I feel like that plays into that like idea of the world. because like they say that obviously like if you keep populations like stupid, you that's power, right? Because then you can control what they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So like they're control like why is there not a class in high school that's like tech, like a tech class,
Yeah.
and it's basics on how your phone makes a phone call, how
Yeah.
data works,
Yeah, like how like you
how a microchip makes LED lights light up in a way that you can understand and
yeah.
see like an image, like
Yeah, or like
Tech 204 or
yeah,
whatever
or you
gets
all
a
get
little
like
deeper.
iPhone 3s or something with broken screens and you got to repair them or something like that.
Exactly.
Or like
Right.
stuff
It's like
that.
why don't we have that?
Yeah.
Well, because then we would know, first of all, probably how to make one of our own.
True,
Second,
true.
second of all, just like like you just that's probably a big reason. Like, yeah, it's people, innovators and inventors, or other people, entrepreneurs
Yeah.
trying to create their own thing. Like,
Yeah, well, it would be hard to let. I mean, obviously, funding for that class would be kind of expensive, and like, um, obviously, you probably couldn't get a lot of like, I don't know, deals with like Apple per se to get phones in permission to like dissect them and look at them.
yeah,
And so you'd have to like get all those resources on your own time.
and a professor or teacher to instruct and
Yeah.
teach.
So yeah, I mean,
it'd be
like,
a process. But the point is, though,
yeah,
it's not like phones haven't been around. iPhones have been around since like what? I don't even 2007. I don't fucking know.
I don't know when it first came out.
But the point is, though, like it's not like phones and shit haven't not come out in a while.
Yeah.
They've been out for a while now. So it's
Uh-huh.
like you'd think that school systems would have thought, hey, let's teach our kids how to use these.
Mhm.
Teach our kids how to
Yeah.
how to repair them, fix them. It's like
Yeah.
auto. People have auto,
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, you
learn how to
drive
fix a
you
car.
yeah, you drive your car every day, but you have no idea how that road works. I don't know. Like
Yeah.
if you don't look it up and study it and like take classes on it and stuff.
Exactly. So what's the difference between that, a car, and a phone?
A phone, a phone or a computer or anything like that.
Yeah, even a computer. Yeah, well, we're just talking about phones, but yeah, like a computer or any kind of tech.
I mean,
a
there's
TV.
definitely like computer sciences and stuff, but yeah, like it's like a TV. Like there's no TV science class. There's no, I don't know. Like yeah, like tech would be the best label for it, but
yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, like I feel like the majority of people, I don't know. I'm amazed that they can get a 4K camera on a drone that can go, I don't know, a radius of 5 miles, and you can still fly it, and then it knows where you are and comes back. And
like
lands.
just like like to me, wireless stuff is crazy. How electronics and any kind of tech can communicate to another device wirelessly. Like I understand, I could form, like I can form a logic behind. Okay, a cable is in this and it's in that, and the electricity and data, whatever ones and zeros, are passed through this cable into the other thing. Like I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But like wirelessly, like it's code sent through the air, and then like technically, like I have like Bluetooth speakers, and if I'm in a far enough room with enough walls and distance between me and the other, between me and the speaker, it still sends signals, weak signals.
Yeah.
So like bits and parts of the song, like it skipped. Like we've all heard that before. So like that just means that like part of the ones and zeros are getting to it and parts of it aren't. So like what does that even mean? Like how does that literally means that like it knows it's getting some signals and it's inputting it and outputting it through its speaker.
Yeah.
But like some of it's left behind. Where is it go?
Yeah.
To me that shit's like, to me that's crazy. I don't know.
Well, and then there's things like obviously you have wireless headphones, and you watch a video with wireless headphones, the audio syncs up. Like there's no delay.
Yeah.
Like zero delay
normally,
on
good quality.
Or like a remote control, anything. Like I mean, remote control shit's been around for a long time, but like remote control stuff like no delay, like to have
Pretty
no
much.
no delay from a button press to being processed wirelessly and then computed into whatever action it, like, I don't know, commanded it to do is like insane. Like, that's old technology, but I have no idea how that works.
Yeah, no.
And obviously there's people that know how it works, but I'm saying the vast majority of people don't, I guess.
Yeah, going all the way back to the beginning here.
Yeah.
Yeah, like most of us just don't even know how this shit works. For
Yeah.
those that do, right, like that's great. But like speaking for most people here, I'm sure. Like,
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're about to wrap it up here on the third episode of Futon Talks. Quick shout out to our sponsor, Coach Toby. Sent us a nice business email, and we reached out to him. Gave us a whopping sponsor of $0, but that's okay. He's still sponsoring.
It took the time to even email us.
Yeah. So yeah. Maybe not the topics we were thinking about talking about, but definitely a genuine conversation and reactions. So there you have it. All right. Well,
thank you guys for listening.
Yeah, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button. Give our SoundCloud page a listen if you haven't been over there. If you're already on SoundCloud, go ahead, hop over to YouTube.
It's universally reversible.
Yeah, they're all linked up and everything. Cute like that. But yeah, it's been fun. We'll probably all go mute our mics and beat our meat after this. But yeah, it's been a wild ride.
Yeah, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah. We'll catch you on the next episode. No promises on when it'll be. Could be a year from now. Probably not, but you never know. That's what happened last time.
True.
All right. Thanks for listening.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.